morning. Happy, what's today? Thursday. Who knew? It's Thursday. Last night I was sitting in bed and I was just thinking about ways that I could get my creativity flowing and also output the emotions that I've been feeling lately. So what better way to tap into divine feminine than to fall into flow of creativity and tap back into my roots of painting. If you didn't know, before I became a makeup artist, I was always a painter. I was always an artist. It's something I've been a little bit detached from, painting specifically and just creating and being in flow. One of my favorite years of high school was my senior year because every period was an elective, was an art class. I started my days with 2D design art class, followed by fashion design. I had a couple other like history and English classes, but for the most part it was art. And that's just what I'm getting at. So I remember it just being my favorite year. My days were just filled with creativity. There's all different types of artists out there. Some artists can just produce something from their brain. Some artists need a reference, like a photo, and to copy it from the photo. Some people can come up with concepts on their own. Some people need concepts and then they're able to fly with that. So the type of artist that I am, I perform better with reference. So for example, like here's a book that's close to me. Let me just open to like a random page. So let's say you wanted me to paint this and you wanted me to replicate that specifically. Well, I would just need it right next to me so that I can reference it and see where the depths happen, the highlights happen, the shadows, where the bird's sitting, all that. Some people, they can be described this and be able to know that mentally. I don't have that gift, but I could come up with something, but it wouldn't be like a replica. But if you wanted me to replicate something like I've done on an Elsa, that I'll like look at it and then do it. Today, I have no plan. I tried to hop on Instagram and ask for a little bit of direction. I got a couple of great suggestions, but of course you want to feel the inspiration simultaneously. So today I'm just feeling like flowing. I'm feeling like not having any direction, not having any end goal, just letting the brush do its thing, and we'll see what I come up with. I think what's most important is to just be creative and get it out. So I've brought out, also, if you hear Drew, sorry, he's creating in the room next door, but I've brought out a collection of paint brushes, markers. I have gouache paints, acrylic paints. This drawer I have just some cheap acrylics. Fun fact, I've actually never worked with oil paints because I didn't like the idea of having to wait for it to dry. But I just, every time I see it on Instagram or Pinterest or something like that, I'm always like, I wanna play with those, but they are more expensive and I feel like I just don't paint. I don't paint enough as a hobby these days, and I can use up my acrylics, but that's something I would love to play with. I'm gonna be working from acrylics and probably gouache paints because gouache paints are like my favorite. This is it. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correct. Gouache. It's if watercolor and acrylic had a baby. So you can like use water and get creative with it. So I'm just gonna paint intuitively. I'm gonna put my headphones on so that I can listen to music and paint and talk to you too. So me, I love painting to praise and worship music. I know that might be strange, but I find it just really flows. And some of my best paintings have been to praise and worship music. So, all right, so let's begin. Who knows where the wind will take me. I'm gonna change my angle here and just simply let it flow. So if you're just like starting out painting and you don't know where to begin, I just start with what colors I'm drawn to. All right, I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna take a picture of it, and if you wanna download it for like your home screen or something, you can do that. Other than that, thanks for joining me today, and if you wanna see more of these videos, just let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.